Down south at Wollongong, it was a dour struggle. The Sharks scored the first try after 20 minutes. Just when they were going nowhere, Jonathan Docking came off skipper David Hatch to dash over in a handy position. Cronulla ended their scoring for the match 5 minutes later with the clever Gavin Miller making the try possible. He found Andrew Ettinghausen and the youngster pinned his ears back and headed downfield before drawing the defence and sending winger Phil Hurst across in the corner, and the Sharks led 12-0 at the break.
Against Souths. Well, believe it or not, that's not the only time in his great career that ET has recorded such a feat. In an incredible coincidence, Ettinghausen also scored 5 tries on the same day, August 27, 5 years earlier.
Of a good local crowd, the Sharks bit first after Michael Speechley kicked. Mark McGaw displayed fingertip control before giving Dan Staines the final pass. 8 minutes later, Greg Nixon made it look easy, and Cronulla held a handy 16-2 lead at half-time. South Sydney needed a try early in the second half, but Cronulla scored first through Alan Wilson. At Ronson Field, the Magpies' chances of winning 3 on the trot took an early setback when Mark McGaw offloaded a perfect pass for his centre partner, Andrew Ettinghausen. However, the hungry Sharks went to the break leading 10-6 after Michael Speechley followed through a well-judged kick from Phil Hurst. Cronulla pressed home their advantage in the second half, scoring 3 tries to 1 for a convincing 26-12 victory, dashing Lee Crooks's hopes of leaving the Magpies in a blaze of glory before heading home to England next week.
Of the 1985 season, and a crucial game is on at Brookvale Oval. Manly Warringah must beat Cronulla to qualify for a semi-final playoff with Penrith. Cronulla had no such ambitions, but for one of their players, Dean Carney, the match represented the chance to etch his name into the record books as the season's top point scorer.
Pick up by Carney, and it's a try under the crossbar by Dean Carney for Cronulla Sutherland. He kicked the head. Now you'll see here it came off Close's hand, and then somehow it comes off Close's head back to Ettinghausen, then McGaw, and the pickup by Carney. Well, you won't see a better pickup. There's Carney taking conversion and succeeding. Hits it nicely. Oh, that's a goal from the time it left the mound.
By this late stage of the afternoon, Carney was locked together with Balmain's Ross Conlon at the top of the point scorers chart with 192 points each. And the big Cronulla three-quarter needed to convert this Phil Hurst try to claim the honour outright.
Hurst scores for Cronulla.
You'll never forget the battle Manly went through back in '78 to win the competition.
Carney, he's hit it beautifully. It's a goal again from the time it left the ground.
He's down on the ground with cramps, and there are plenty of numbers out here on the left-hand side, and that's where the ball is coming now for Cronulla. They've got plenty of numbers out here as they raid away. It's gone back inside, picked up by Craig Diamond, and Diamond's in to score a Cronulla try. I think you've got to be a little critical of Cronulla for not getting in better position for that second shot of the field goal. Adam O'Neill.
He's been walked around the park.
Wants to fight everybody. Oh, Cronulla's got a penalty.
Adam O'Neill's conceded a penalty. This is ridiculous.
Oh, what drama here at the stadium.
Oh, and he's just compounded the error by going up to the referee and giving him a mouthful. Now there is a stupid action.
Sean Watson, about 12 metres in from touch, just past the quarter line. A kick that can win the match for his side. And he only has kicked 2 from 5 tonight. Here it is, wasting no time. It's in the air, and he has kicked it, and Cronulla win.
Finish to the game, absolutely astonishing. I can't believe it that a player would concede a penalty like that in the dying moment.
Okay, the most bizarre match of 1993 had to be the round 16 clash between Brisbane and Cronulla, which saw the Sharks come from 30 points down with only 12 men to end up 38-34.
It's not only embarrassing and frustrating, but can also hit you hard in the hip pocket. One Saturday night at Celtics Field in 1994 came a controversial incident which saw referee Bill Harrigan tell my Penrith coach Phil Gould to find another place to sit. I never thought I'd see the day when a coach would receive his marching orders from the whistleblower.
Penalty in the game. Now, what's Bill Harrigan up to here? He's waving time off. He's pointing to someone. Now, what's he doing? He's talking to coach Phil Gould. Don't tell me he sent Phil Gould off. I don't think I've ever seen this. The referee is sending the Penrith coach off. Oh, I tell you what, this will be headlines for the next week.
Cronulla's 34 points created a record for the most points scored by a losing side in the Premiership's long history.
Trying to get away from O'Neill, he does, he gets away from Hancock, he's going for the line and the youngster's in for the try. Nice bit of work by Ben Samet. Samet from dummy half, outside to Lee. Lee got it round the corner then to Ettinghausen, on it goes to Healy. Healy has a bit of a run, he's found a gap man, he's over underneath the post.
Of motivation for an athlete than revenge, and we're about to show you two forms of it. The first type of revenge comes from a club level, where Cronulla really gave it to Eastern Suburbs in the early rounds of 1984. The Sharks were devastated in the off-season when four top players in Kurt and Dane Sorensen, Roland Beckett and Steve Hardy were poached by the Roosters. However, when the two clubs met for the first time after those defections, Cronulla walked away with a huge grin of satisfaction after blitzing the Bondi Burglars 26-4.
He wants it, there's a try coming up, is there, he's over. Another Cronulla Sutherland try.